Hello, artists and art pros. I am Prexy Recruiter and I am a graduate from UST in advertising arts. So during my fourth year, I have created a thesis, which is package design. So I want to show you the whole process or like some kind of my process in this video and also a Q&A at the end. So let's go. This is the bare minimum thesis. So please proceed with caution because I didn't know what I was doing back then and maybe this will help you. So story time first. During July 15, 2023, it was my production design exam. So I just wanted to try out the exam. It was made out of 3 items. The first was the anatomy test, and then next is a character design, and then the next one is that character design in an environment. So it was really hectic because we only had like 4 hours to do the drawing exam. And then I remembered that the professional told us that we should be fast enough. Like we only have 3 hours. He sketched a good interpretation of the anatomy test on the drawing board. Like he was just flexing, man. He also told us that as artists, we should have sketchbooks with us. We didn't actually brought our sketchbooks because our coordinator told us they have papers for us. I had a sketchbook, so I was ready for it. But my hand and my brain wasn't ready because it was so difficult. So during the drawing exam is I have met my two former groupmates. I just saw their portfolios, man, and I just thought to myself, I am never going to pass the exam because theirs was so good, like a professional level, so good. And they actually passed, and I didn't. But it's okay because only 10 out of 50 people passed, so it didn't feel as bad as it could have been. But it definitely stinged a little bit. So now let's just proceed to the overview of my thesis. First of all is researching the local product with the bad packaging that needs redesigning. And then number two, researching the history, the 4Ps, target market, and etc. Number three, questionnaires and of course the interviews. Number four, I was sketching the package design. So during these months, I actually planned to create a character design for my thesis, and then I would like it to be updated every month, like updating the thesis phase. It's like I'm painting what it will look like in the end. But I didn't finish it, so I have done a painting that represents me and my thesis as a baby, and I also didn't finish that one. I scraped it off and I just started a new artwork on it, and it just makes me think that those were the early signs that I didn't want my thesis at all. Like I wasn't motivated to uh, create and to focus on the thesis. Let's just go to the second semester. First, teaser. Then second was intro, sustaining, corporate, commercial video, and then non-trad billboard, a media plan. So the media plan was about 3 to 6 months. And lastly, the collateral materials, which has 2 extra ads because I didn't understand the meaning of collaterals when I was making it. I will not dive in for the every process of each material, but I have sketched 5 to 10 sketches per ad, and I was also, digesting the information that I got from the interviews and the questionnaires and from the history. What is the target market? How can I create a package design that is suited for the target market? The most difficult thing was actually taking picture of the nuts because it can't focus because it's too little. So yeah, and then also now I'm just going to do a story time on defense because a lot of nutty things. No, because a lot of things happened during the defense. The most picked category among the 8 categories was package design. I assume that we're like 50 students that have chosen package design because I have picked number 42 in the lucky draw, so that it will determine what day I am going to take the defense. On the day of the defense, I approached my thesis advisor there and just had her sign up my book and I think my other collateral materials because it was in another floor. I was chilling in another room that I thought was the holding room for us, but I never saw my roommates there. And then thankfully, one of my classmates and one of my roommates told me that I should come to the actual holding room. So I'm really thankful for you. I don't know if you're watching, but you know who you are. I'm really thankful that you have said that. So yeah, I just go to the room. We have spun a digital wheel, and I got 4 out of 5 students. So I was fourth in line, and we chatted about our thesis, and of course, how we are all nervous to defend our thesis. But unfortunately, one of our roommates didn't pass because I just saw the signs when they didn't go back to the room for about 45 minutes to 1 hour because usually our thesis defenses only last about 20 minutes. So we were all wondering what's gonna happen. So now, in my thesis defense, I went in and saw my current professor, another professor, and a guest panelist who specializes in package design. So when I saw them, I just felt like there's a huge burden out of my shoulders, like whacked out of there. I just felt such relief because they really look like reasonable people, and I think they do not actually fail students. So yeah, I went in there with a confident tone, though I really messed up my words because yeah, all the chills of my hands just made me like this. And then the next is the questions from my fellow friends, which are artists and one non-artist. So you can go ahead and maybe guess who is the non-artist among them. Nag-mag-presentation ako with my family at ang dami talaga nilang napansin at saka napuna. Pero okay lang yun kasi at least 'di ba mayroon akong bababang meron akong test run kung ano yung mangyayari sa thesis defense. Tapos sinabi din nila na mas maganda yung package design dati. So I'm like, okay, medyo mag-green naman ako. Pero honestly, I stood my ground kasi thesis ko to eh. I-defend ko nga. It's dapat, hindi ako mag-falter. Hindi dapat ako umagri sa kanila. So, I really tried my best to defend na. Hindi, mas maganda yung gawa ko. Mas maganda yung thesis kong, ay, package design kong nagawa. So, yeah. Pero doon talaga ako nagkaroon ng doubts kung papasa ba ako hindi. And thankfully, pumasa naman ako. It's about 18 to 25 slides. So, depende naman yan. So, kung anong gusto mong ilagay sa PowerPoint mo. Pero, dapat 1 slide lang per artwork para mas makita ng mga panelists. So, kailangan mo rin syempre isipin na meron ka din namang thesis board na printed. So, depende talaga yon. Depende yon actually sa'yo. I think di ito yung best ko, pero admit ko na yon. Kasi hindi naman ako ganun kagaling mag-research and hindi ako willing to do the work. So, for example, gusto ko talaga mag-interview sa supermarkets or sa mga palengke, pero hindi ko din ginawa. And ang goal ko naman talaga at the end of the day is pumasa. So, nakuha ko naman yon. And, medyo naging sad ako, pero silver lining is hindi ako nagkaroon ng stress. So, thankful ako dun kasi hindi ako cum laude kung may tres ako. Sinabi ko kay ma'am na meron akong doubts. Sabi niya, wag. As in, yun yung term niya. Wag ka magka-doubts. So, nakakatawa siyang isipin, pero totoo naman eh. Kasi, design mo yan eh. Kasi, kailangan mo mag-design. Ito yung parte ng buhay ng pagiging designer. So, ginawa ko na lang. Diba? Yun talaga yung kailangan ko kasi din from kay ma'am eh. Kaya thankful ako na kahit ang dami din nangyari sa buhay niya is willing siyang magpa-consult with us. So, yun. Yung nagustuhan ko is yung commercial video ko, tsaka yung sustaining ad, which you can see in my portfolio. Somewhere there. So, sinabi ng isang prof sa amin, na na-testing na daw nila dati na magkaroon ng groupmates pero wala, nag-away-away silang lahat. So, hindi siya effective. Pero, I actually disagree na naging solo siya. Dapat talaga siya groupings kasi ganun din naman siya in real life. And I can say that now kasi nasa work naman na ako. So, dapat talaga groupings ang thesis ng advertising arts. So, I actually write directly kung ano yung kailangan ng tao, kung ano yung kailangan niya mabasa. And it's a simple thesis din naman, kaya hindi ako nagsulat masyado ng mga flowering words. Pero nagkaroon ako ng mga extrapolation, tsaka interpretation within the words. And yun, it just does work like that for me. Automatic yung ayaw ko si Sir ganun. Tsaka si Ma'am, gano'n. Tsaka si Sir, hindi ko sabihin yung pangalan nila, pero imply ko lang kung sino sila. Hindi naman personal, pero kasi narinig ko na mataas na yung standards nila. Nagets ko naman, oo, mataas standards nyo, pero syempre, kailangan din may empathy kasi, galing kami sa pandemic eh. Literal na 3 taon ng academic years namin is online. Tapos, biglang sinalpakan lang kami ng sobrang hardcore ba na ito talaga ang advertising, yan, ganun. So, well, nakaya naman mostly namin. So, I think it was a good challenge for us. And, of course, last question. Di pa. Sa tinapay pa lang. Tuntukin kita eh. Tanong mo eh. Okay. Anyways, thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-submit ng questions. And I hope you have learned something or at least be entertained by this video. And if you have any questions, comment it down below. And also subscribe if you want to see more of my shenanigans. And that's about it. Bye!